Speaking of speaking idiot, we got a little quiz for you. A little pop quiz, Rich.
This early?
Hope you're up for it.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, this early.
Go ahead.
We're going to find out if you're smarter than a fifth grader.
Oh, please, where's the fifth grader?
Huh?
Yeah, where?
Well, we don't know. Uncle Paul.
Well, we got a test, right?
Vera.
This is a test that a fifth grader would take, right?
Yeah.
And we hand it over to you, and you're gonna answer these questions.
No problem. Don't you think we should have a little more time for this?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you now, and after the break, you should be done. It's only 10 questions.
You mean I have to answer them? You're not going to answer me as we go?
Ask him now. You don't need to wait. We don't need to wait. We don't have to study this. This is not. These are all yes and no kind of answers.
All right. Finish the following sentence, Rich. I before E, except after.
I before E, except after C.
All right, good.
Was that right?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, but that rule doesn't always work. I hate that rule.
No, it's a dumb rule.
It's like, except when I'm spelling something.
Right.
Then it's wrong and I look like an idiot.
I don't want to mislead anybody. I'm not a great speller. So I just don't want to mislead everybody with answering that one. I spelled my daughter's name wrong. I got to change her name.
Oh, I saw Rich Voss's daughter backstage. He was part of Dennis Leary and Friends last week. And by the way, Rich was awesome on that stage. Once again, you were great. Had a great set. But they went backstage and saw your baby girl and said congratulations to Bonnie. And she's beautiful, by the way. Your baby girl's beautiful.
Thank you.
And then I found out that he effed up her name.
What's her name?
Well, see, here's what happened. I was looking up biblical names.
Why?
And
you're not religious.
I know, but it's just
you're
good.
You're not a man of God.
How is Ezekiel doing?
So
God, he called her.
So I saw. Well, the first name I saw was Basha, and nobody liked Basha.
Basha.
How can they?
Isn't
Basha,
you don't like that? Well,
Basha,
I didn't name her. So
Basha. Come here, Basha.
It's right on the globe.
Yeah.
It's where Basha lives.
Yeah, Basha.
That's awful.
Wow.
Continue.
Okay, so Raina. So I saw Raina. And
Raina's not bad, okay.
Raina, thank you. So it was Reyna. It meant pure and clean. Biblical, pure and clean, Yiddish name. So like 3 weeks later, we had the baby, and they asked to spell the name, and I just go Rayna. So now I have a Spanish queen instead of a
You won't be the first Spanish queen you've had. So how are you supposed to spell R-A?
Well, I spell it Rayna, but I got to go change it to Reyna at some point.
Yeah, well, why don't you go do that soon?
All right.
Opie didn't mention I closed the show last week at the Beacon. All right, go ahead. Question number 2.
What direction do you have to travel to go from St. Louis to Kansas City?
I don't know that one either.
This is a test that a fifth grader would take.
From St. Louis to Kansas City, you'd have to go east.
All right, very good. That's one wrong.
Well, it depends. If you're going around the world, you'd go east.
That's a long way.
What is the symbol between the parentheses called?
It's the symbol that looks like the Procter and Gamble.
Yeah, it means
or AT&T.
It looks like General Mills. It's a General Mills symbol.
I'm sorry, yes.
It's that thing in the AT&T logo.
Yeah. There's a name for that?
Yes,
that
the
thing.
Basha.
Yeah, what is it? What is it called?
Well, let's go with 2 wrong. I haven't.
He just let the pitch go by. Called strike on himself.
We would have accepted the and sign.
What is it called, though?
The ampersand or whatever.
Who knows that?
A fifth grader can't say that. At least the ones I've met.
All right, not bad. You're
Once you've met, can't even
1
say
out of
no.
3.
1 out of 3 so far, Voss. In dry weight, how many ounces are in a pound?
16.
There you go. That's easy, right?
Yeah, I used to sell pot, man.
That's why he knows. Yep.
Ask me grams, ounces.
All right. Which of the following inventions was not invented in China? You got gunpowder. You got cultured pearls. You got kites. And you got paper. One of those was not invented in China.
Oh.
Gunpowder, cultured pearls, kites, paper.
Okay.
I think I got this one.
I know disease wouldn't be the answer. I would have to go with...
Wait, what?
There's a lot of diseases. How did that happen when no one even pushed the button?
I don't know.
God did it.
What are you talking about? Disease. It's not even one of the...
I'm trying to throw something
SARS
funny.
joke or something like that.
Thank you.
I get you.
It's not one of the choices.
Okay, I didn't hear the gunpowder, paper, kites. Kites like you fly a kite?
Yeah.
Don't know?
Are you looking at my answers over
No,
there?
I swear to God, I'm not. I couldn't see that far anyhow.
All right.
Or what was the fourth one?
Gunpowder, kites, paper, cultured pearls.
Oh, cultured pearls. What?
That's right.
Yeah.
I just want him to be wrong.
All right. We'll take the second half of the quiz after.
I would have said paper.
You know, and then here's another thing, too. You could ask me any of these questions this weekend at the brokerage, and I guarantee in Long Island I won't get any of them wrong.
You really want these people to ask these questions?
At the brokerage? No.
Are you crazy?
No.
Do you understand what our fans are capable of doing? So
I know answering as poorly as he did.
You want more of your quiz there, Voss?
Yes, I do.
Playing the brokerage when?
This weekend.
Yeah? Starting what, Thursday?
Friday, Saturday.
Friday, Saturday?
Long Island, Belmar. And here's another thing. I'll take it. My IQ. I'll take an IQ test here. I'm 141 on my IQ.
You're not you're leaving out a decimal point.
I'm telling you, I'm 141.
You're not
my
141.
IQ. I'll do an IQ test here
Is
one
that
day.
good?
141. Is
141 good?
That's great.
Yeah, but he's not. I think 150 is genius.
I'm 141.
You are not
141.
If you were 141, then you could pass this quiz easily.
IQs are different than.
All right, but it's just not. All right, here's your next question. Are you smarter than a fifth grader, Rich Voss? This is a fifth grade exam. In square inches, what is the surface area of a cube with 5-inch sides?
How many inches would that be in square inches? 5 times 5 would be 25.
All right.
Wait, I don't even know if that's right.
That's right.
Of course.
I don't know if it is.
Of course, it's not right.
Wait.
No.
Oh, wait. 5 times 5 times 5. No, wait. What do you...
Oh, my God.
In square inches, what is the surface area of a cube with 5-inch sides?
How do you
20 inches.
How do you know how big it is though? It's square inches. You don't know how big the cube is to begin with.
Hold on. 5-inch sides. So you got 5 times 5, 25, and then times that by
5 to the
6.
fourth power. Oh.
No, that's right. By 6. Yeah.
I thought it was like 5 saying it had 5 sides. I didn't read that one.
I
No,
thought
it's
you
a
were
cube.
saying how many square inches in a 5 by 5 inch.
Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah, it pretty
You're
much
wrong.
is how many square inches of surface area on a 5
On a cube or on a flat
120.
a cube
Oh, on
with
a cube.
Well, it said
Well,
cube.
let's say it's wrong.
120.
Let's say I got it
It
wrong.
is wrong. Let's say hi to Sean in North Carolina. Go ahead, Sean.
Yeah, 141, boss. That's not your IQ, son. That's your SAT score. Hey, Jimmy.
Hi, sir.
Oh, sorry about that. All right, the next question for you,
What's
Rich
the
Voss.
answer, Ope?
It was 150.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No fifth graders get
You
that
have to
right.
take the 25 and then times that by 6, like Ann
How do you
said.
get 25 though?
5
Because 5 times
times
5. It's a 5-inch square on each side of the cube.
But if it's a square, why would you go 5 times like?
But because it's 5 inches across and 5 inches down.
Oh, I'm okay.
5 times 5.
I was going 5 times 4 is
what
20.
fifth grader? A fifth grader goes to like
As I do this
a
with my
men's-
hand for
a
some
men's
reason.
school or something gets that right.
Yeah, I guess, Rich. You're right. What event took the world to the brink of World War III in 1962?
You were in high
that was
school,
the
you
Bay.
should get this.
The Bay of Pigs in Cuba.
Oh, my
Oh, my
Oh no, the
God.
Russian missile crisis with.
Oh, my God.
We didn't know there was no World War III.
Didn't the Russian missile crisis last all the way up until, like, the Cold War ended?
Yeah.
Wait, in '62 when Kennedy was president.
Yeah.
What almost brought us to the brink of war? You said
Yeah.
World War III.
almost.
Yes. Well, it didn't happen, so it had to be.
Well, it's the brink. Saying it's the brink
I love how he
means
tries to show
almost.
his intelligence by going, almost, right?
Yeah.
Almost to the
Almost.
brink.
Almost to the brink. So almost.
brink. Isn't that where you skate?
That's what you do with your eyes.
Steve from Bayshore is writing Voss times dumb times ass.
It's making a little formula.
Yeah.
In 1962, what almost brought us to World War III? It had to be the Bay of Pigs in Cuba when.
No, it's not the Bay of Pigs.
No,
Just rifle through a Billy Joel
wait.
song.
50, I was born. Okay, wait, no.
Bernie Getz,
5
AIDS,
years,
crack, homeless vets. No.
5 years old.
Yeah, I get it. You were 5 in 62.
I think.
But, you know, you're now an adult and you should know what happened in 62.
I know it.
In 62. Malcolm or one of them, they weren't shooting. No, that.
How would that be World War III?
Malcolm in the middle.
Malcolm wasn't assassinated by a Russian.
All right, what do you got?
Ruskies didn't get him.
I love how this comes right on the heels of his 141 IQ.
Yeah, what's your official answer?
My official?
Yeah.
Can I
Your
give you
final
an official?
answer.
Your final answer. Let's go.
My final. In 62. What happened in 62? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. The 6-Day War. No, that was in.
Oh my God.
What was the 6-Day War?
We're talking about the brink of World War III. Complete annihilation of the globe.
And you're naming all these innocuous things.
Yeah.
That cab driver got robbed in Tel Aviv? No, Rich.
What is it?
Can we come back to any of these?
No. What is it?
It's to revisit them.
What is it?
Come on, Rich.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It's something to do with Kennedy. I don't want.
Martin Luther King Jr.
Yep.
That's what he's hearing in his head.
Come on. Come on. You can do it. You can do it, Rich.
Uh-oh. Here comes the gong.
And when I hear it, I'm going to go.
We'll need an answer.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what's
You
going to
already said
happen.
All right, well,
It was the Cuban Missile Crisis with Kennedy.
Oh. Did you say that?
I said that was the first thing I said.
No, was it?
That was the first.
Was it?
First one you said was Bay of Pigs.
You said
that's
Bay of
the same
Pigs.
thing.
Then
That
you
was the
said
Cuban Missile.
you said the Russian.
No, I said you go play the tape back.
Pigs was not the Cuban Missile
Different
Crisis.
things, Rich. Bay of Pigs was going to invade to get Castro out.
Yeah. Well, I said the Cuban Missile. Play the tape back.
You said
did
the
say
Russian
Cuban.
missile.
No, I
crisis.
said
I will
You
bet
said the
$200.
Russian Missile Crisis.
$200.
I'll bet more than that because I know I heard it.
I'm just being nice.
Russian Missile Crisis.
But I am
200. You got singles in there. Why are you
He
looking?
said
for
it
the
wrong
money?
because he's
No.
an adult, but I think I have to give that one to Voss. He knew what it was. He's
Yeah.
just not an
We're
articulate
playing by
man.
we're playing by the rules of Wheel of Fortune.
I'm not betting.
I got $100, right? Oh, yeah, you can't gamble.
It's not gambling. It's a bet.
How about if I'm right, I get to punch you?
No, that's
And if
gambling.
you're wrong, I get to.
Yeah. All right,
What's
well,
that?
do we give it to him? I guess we have
He
to.
just said it wrong. He's not an articulate man.
All right, we'll give it to you. But your first answer was Bay
Wow.
of Pigs. Your second answer was Russian Missile Crisis. It is the Cuban Missile Crisis.
I have a non-vote in this.
Well, here's what I say. Forget that question.
Dissent.
Find another question.
All right, here we only got 3 questions left to see if you could pass a 5th grade test. What is the verb of the following sentence? The goat ran into the barn. Boom.
The Beyond.
The goat ran.
Is that your
Ran.
final answer?
Yeah, ran.
All right, very good. Spell the opposite of vertical.
Horizontal. I got to spell it.
Yes, you got to spell it.
Oh, where are these questions?
Yeah, I don't know where these questions.
I only have 10.
I only
I
had
know
up to 10.
We jazzed it up because some of those questions were kind of like.
Yeah, they were lame.
I'm sorry, we got a revised quiz.
Wait, hold on. Horizontal.
Okay.
Horizontal. HORIZONTAL.
Nope.
E.
I can't believe you fell for that. I gave him the
hand, like the
hand, like, come on, you're almost there. One more letter. He goes E.
E.
Tell me I love you. I really do. Bonnie's a lucky woman.
Well, I was right, though. Horizontal.
Yeah, we'll give that one to you. I effed you up by going, come on. And finally, who was the U.S. president when World War II ended? Get this right, you'll get a 70 on the test.
It's either Roosevelt or Eisenhower.
Okay.
I would have to
You
say.
almost said Eisenheimer, like
I said-
Weisenheimer. You're such an old
No,
man.
I didn't. It was Roosevelt.
All right, very good. That's wrong.
By the way, not only is it wrong, he was dead.
Who?
Roosevelt was dead at the end of the war.
Of World War II?
It was Taft, Rich.
Oh.
So if it wasn't Roosevelt,
Honest Abe.
so if it wasn't Roosevelt, who was it?
Well, the end of World War II was in the... then it was Eisenhower.
Was in what?
In the 50s.
The end of World War II was in the 50s, and
right.
if it wasn't, so you're now saying Eisenhower, right?
I said Roosevelt, and you
All right,
guys...
he was wrong, so you're now saying Eisenhower.
Well, why would you give me a second chance?
I'm just asking.
Yeah, it was Roosevelt or
All right.
Eisenhower.
Wrong again.
Now, who?
I can't be wrong twice.
Yeah, because your choices were both wrong.
The war ended with the dropping of the atomic bombs.
Yeah.
Who dropped the bombs? Who was the president that was in office when the bombs dropped on Japan? No?
Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
No, he wasn't the president. Hiroshima Nagasaki was not our president.
No, he's the commissioner of Japanese
Who was
baseball.
the president during...
Yeah.
Why? I didn't hear it.
He was Roosevelt's vice president.
Oh, it was... What do you call it?
Good.
It was... what do you call it?
141.
Yeah, go ahead.
What do you call it?
Go ahead with the, what do you call it?
Roosevelt's vice president.
Yeah,
Was,
yeah, come on. I know you got this one.
Our Bud
It
Dwyer
wasn't
had
Spiro
more
Agnew.
brains after the suicide.
what's that?
Nothing.
Go ahead.
Roosevelt's vice president.
Obama.
Give us the answer, Rich.
Inside of your head.
Make
it's
us laugh some
Florida
more.
swamp.
Go ahead. As you think about it, Steve from Syracuse has something. Steve, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hey.
Well, I got to tell you, I was listening in the shower and answering the questions, and I think Voss originally he should be still on Are You Smarter Than a Preschooler? And I think that if Harry Truman was alive right now, you'd be kicking Voss's ass.
It was Truman. It was Truman. I knew
He
that.
just gave you the answer.
He was talking about a guy he went to school with, Harry Truman.
Yeah.
Harry Truman. Was it Truman? Truman.
It's too late.
It was Truman. Was it Truman?
Nobody's
Truman.
really- Nobody's really big on
Rich,
President
congratulations.
tribute.
By the way, Steve wanted...
He's probably one of the more memorable ones, being the one that, dropped the atomic bombs.
By the way,
Truman.
That didn't actually end World War II.
Oh, it didn't?
It did. Boy, and quickly.
It
I mean,
didn't?
what was the World War where
let him
Germany
talk.
was going in, taking, just out of control?
That was World War II.
Korean War,
Okay.
Rich.
That was World War II.
Yeah.
And World
Okay.
War I.
And then what was the war where the Japanese were involved and we dropped 2 atomic bombs?
That was World War II, where they hooked up with Germany.
Very good.
Okay. But
But
Germany
oh no, here comes the butt.
maybe, I'm not really on top of this.
right.
Really?
Yeah. By this you
I
mean
think-
everything.
Here's what happened.
Yeah,
I
what
think.
happened?
Germany was still going, after we dropped the bomb, Germany didn't just say, hey, we're done. We still had to go in.
Oh my dear sweet Jesus on the cross. Oh my dear sweet Lord.
Whatever happened.
So you have no idea that Germany had already surrendered and the war in Europe was over by the time we really concentrated our forces over there in Japan and stuff. See, we beat the Germans first. Then we beat the Japanese.
I gotta read a little more.
Yeah, you gotta brush up a
Ask
little.
me about.
Do you think the Germans would just lay down their weapons after we bombed Hiroshima?
Steve from...
Yes, they did.
I want to get rid of Steve from Syracuse listening on 95X. Steve, you had a great line there. You want to use it or what?
I say, yeah, man.
Go ahead.
Voss, you need to go on. You need to go on. Are you smarter than a preschooler, or maybe even are you smarter than a fetus? That's what I think.
All right,
Oh
sir.
boy.
Oh boy.
Well, I mean...
And as a Jew, you should know these things.
Ask me about the 6-Day War.
Never forget it. With you, it's never ever new.
Yes.
Ask me how long the 6-Day War lasted.
All right.
6 days.
Let's say hi to Mike in Jersey. Mike.
That's actually a myth.
Mike.
It didn't last for
Hey.
Right.
2 months.
You need to have Voss on every week to do this because this is friggin' hilarious.
Well, we don't.
And he's being serious, by the way.
Yes, he's
you
not-
got a 60 on a 5th grade test today. That's not bad. It's a passing grade.
He's not being ironic.
Well, here's the
No.
deal. Here's the deal.
All right. Let's go to Matt in Pennsylvania. Matt.
Hey, Voss, could you spell IQ?
EYE.
What does IQ stand for?
Intellectual quotations.
Holy Jesus! No! Oh my God!
We've been searching for a long time. We found the new spaz. We
Intellectual
got the new spaz in studio.
It's some
quotations.
intellectual, whatever. The Q, I don't know. Intellectual quiz.
Just say I'm queer.
Oh God!
Intellectual quiz.
Wow.
IQ.
What is it really? I don't know that one.
Your IQ, which you are saying, is 141.
141.
Yet you have no idea what IQ stands for.
I know how to get to it on the internet. IQ test. IQ, intellectual quiz. What do you think it stands for?
Quotient.
Intelligence quotient.
Well, that's that same thing. Intellectual.
Intellectual quiz.
Intellectual quotation. Oh my God!
Let's go to Dan and Philly.
I love Rich Voss. Oh,
Dan, go ahead.
You guys got to chain him to a chair and never let him leave.
Yeah.
Christ. Hey, Voss, you should get a nameplate for your desk that says the schmuck stops here. Punch it out.
And let's go to Lori in Jersey. Lori.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, good.
The thing is that, to be fair, history classes, he just might not have the history down. He probably failed it when he was in school.
What?
But
Wow,
he might have failed history while he was in school.
Oh, right, yes.
But to be fair, he is Jewish. I mean, you learn World War II history in Hebrew school, don't you? Didn't you go to Hebrew school?
did you go to Hebrew school?
I didn't pay attention. I couldn't understand English. How am I to understand Hebrew?
She's
What's wrong with you?
Basically saying Voss is Jewish and doesn't know about World War II.
I know a lot about it.
What do you know about
Thank
it?
you, Lori.
What's that?
You didn't know who surrendered.
I know Roosevelt didn't bomb the train. Was it Roosevelt or who was the other one you're talking about? Truman?
You're naming people
Okay.
who didn't bomb the Japanese.
No, not the,
Who didn't bomb what? I just want to know where you were going with that one. I love this World War II stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I love your World War II material.
You just go into your basement and live it every day.
Ken Burns has competition. I can't wait for your documentary there, Rich.
Listen, I'm serious. I'll take an IQ test here.
All right,
How to do on the internet? Not today.
No,
because
we got something. Oh, well, we could do that.
Yeah, we should definitely.
We got Max in Dallas. Max, go ahead.
Hey, O&A, what's up, Dukas? I've got the perfect idea for you. A dumb-off between Voss and Francine.
Let's do it next week.
A dumb off.
Can you come in next week?
yes,
We're working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next
He'll
week.
kill her, though. Yeah.
I'll go with Bobby Kelly. Who he thinks he's smarter than me.
Bob should be involved. Bob is as stupid as they come.
Bobby, and he's always saying how dumb I am. I'm smarter than Bobby. Okay, I'll take Bobby on.
That's not saying a lot. Bob.
All right, we're going to get Bobby, we're going to get you, and we're going to get Francine. Hopefully next week. Could you guys try to make that happen immediately? Yeah. And we'll have a 5th grade exam.
No, we can have a real one. I'm talking
This
about.
is a real one, obviously. You got a 60.
You know, I'm talking about some serious questions that, these
screw questions about World War II
Yeah.
and then the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Yeah, that's trivial events of
those
the
are
last
just-
century.
Those are just
I'll
dumb.
tell you,
You're
I
right.
bet you can't explain
You're right.
the whole Bay of Pigs. What was it about? What I know.
Can you?
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, what is it?
What happened?
What was the Bay of
Pigs?
Pigs about?
What happened
Teach us.
was, okay, we were over there. This is why Kennedy was assassinated, because we were over there. We had a lot of money invested in casinos and over there, and Castro was taking over, pushing out into dictatorship, and we were going to lose all our money there. So the
Pushing
mob,
out dictatorship.
No, he was pushing out the regime to take over as a dictator in the country. Okay, so the rebels wanted to overthrow Castro as this was happening, and was seeking the help of America, and it's all history from there.
I love just watching you unravel. I actually saw beads of sweat forming on your forehead in the middle of the bed.
Try to remember The Godfather.
The Godfather.
That's basically. What
I don't think it had much to do with casinos at that point.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it had to do with a communist country being 90 miles off of Florida.
Yeah, but the rebels didn't want to deal with Castro. He was just out of control.
Well, we kind of didn't want to deal with Castro.
Yeah, but
and there was a rebellion against Castro, but it wasn't very strong. So we said, look, we're going to give you guys a hand. We'll back you up if you take on Castro. We'll train you. We'll give you support. We can't be directly involved, so it was a CIA kind of, covert thing.
I feel like I'm in school. I'm looking at the teacher right now.
And when it finally happened, we kind of hung them out to dry and didn't give them the support that we promised them, and they wound up getting their asses handed to them.
What I was saying.
And it failed.
Didn't people think that was a secret deal cut to kind of to make the Cuban Missile Crisis go away? I think
to make the Cuban Missile Crisis go away.
Yeah, because during the Cuban Missile Crisis, they were pointing.
Yeah, there is speculation that all that's tied together.
They were pointing at us. They were pointing at us. The missiles.
All right, let's go to Tim in Pennsylvania. Tim, what's up?
I just love in history.
You should have Coke Logic do an animation with Rich Voss with a World War II map behind him trying to explain all this.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
I think Coke
that'd
Logic,
be great.
Coke Logic will come up with something. Mark in New York, what's up?
That's the best bit. Bravo, fellas. That's the best bit I've heard in weeks and weeks and weeks.
We're not even trying. It's just the basic crap. Fred in New York, what's up?
Yes, his boss smarter than a crack baby.
Let's go to Tom in Jersey. You got the phones lit there, Rich. You're doing something right. Tom, what's up?
What's going on?
Hey.
Rich is teaching special ed today, huh?
Ooh. Well, so much for the phone. Joe, save us.
Hey, boys.
Hey.
Hey, boys.
Hey.
Got a question for you, Richard. Who was the president when Kennedy was shot?
Oh, that's a good question.
When he was the president. When Kennedy was shot, of course he was the president. What kind of question's that? I got that one.
He was trying to trick you.
I know.
Yeah, it was a trick question.
And he almost had you.
No. Hey, you know what?
There's a little paranoia in your
listen,
eyes.
let me explain something about me.
Okay.
I quit school. Okay. But
Really?
I have 141 IQ. I know,
Never believe that. I will never believe that.
I used to run a business. You know what? Let me explain something.
Dealing drugs is not a business.
I used to have.
Can we take an IQ test after the break? How long does it take? How long does it take?
It does take a while, and he'd have
take
to be sequestered somewhere.
Can we put him in the glass booth?
No, I'll do that. Next week we'll do the...
Dude, I will put... I know you're not a gambler, but I will just leave $1,000, sitting over here.
If you score more than a 3.
And if you score 3, and if you get within 10 points of 141, you could just steal my money. It's not gambling. I'll just leave it here.
It's just laying around.
I understand you're in recovery, so it's not a bet. But I will just leave $1,000 out, and I'll just leave it. I'll leave and go. Oh man, I forgot my money.
No, first of all, here's how you do it.
Leave GH's money alone.
I don't want your money. What I want is you just to say
vindication is what you want.
Because when I was 21 years old, 20 before I went to the mental institution, when I was 20, around that area,
yeah,
I used to run. I had 7 guys working for me. There's certain things I'm smart at. You know what I mean? I used to run a business. I had 7 employees when I was 20 years old. Back then, paying them $8 an hour. I had contracts all over town, painting houses and remodeling them and stuff. Okay, and whenever I filled out a contract or picked up the money, no one ever asked me, okay, so you're going to paint the peaks, you're going to put shingles on, and never threw in a World War II question.
Smart. You're street smart. I get it.
Not street smart, business. I know.
You know how to get more drugs from a drug dealer by dressing sexy. I get it. You're street smart.
Okay.
Lingy.
All right,
we got to take a break.
Brokerage this weekend.
Yes, Friday and Saturday. Rich will be at the Brokerage Comedy Club in Belmore, New York. Okay?
I'll be at the Providence Comedy Connection this Friday, Saturday in Rhode Island.
Okay.
So if you're in Providence, come on down, have some laughs.
And speaking of comedians, we got Jim Jeffries in the green room. I saw him at the Dennis Leary and Friends thing last week as part of the New York Comedy Festival. Man, the first time I saw him live, the guy's hilarious.
Did he get punched? Well, I'll ask him.
I don't know. We'll ask him. Is he the guy that got punched?
I don't know.
I worked with him in England a couple weeks ago.
He is really funny, man.
He was the one comic that sat with me and told, when I was in England taping that TV show a couple weeks ago, he was he was so nice. Speaking
of World War II, who would think that, an enemy from World War II and you would be able to go there and play in England now and there wouldn't be a problem?
What am I supposed to say?
What am I supposed to say?
By the way, Tony and Reno are saying that Voss's IQ is leaking out of
I love him.
leaking out of his ear there.
You know what you are? You're a rock with teeth. You just...
All right, Jim Jeffries joins the program next. Fool. It's Opie and Anthony. Yeah, rolling right along. We got to go right back to the phones, though. It's Opie and Anthony. Brandy in Boston checking in, listening on BCN. What's up, Brandy?
I don't know if Voss knows that his 141 IQ would have gotten him into Mensa 11 points ago.
I thought it was 150. Is it 130?
130 to be in Mensa?
130, because 130 is borderline genius.
Listen to me.
You got 141, Rich. You're supposed to be in Mensa with all this knowledge and sports you got.
There is so no way in hell you are even close to 130. I put you at just above profoundly retarded.
Listen.
We're laughing at you, stupid.
What I'm thinking. Now, it could be a mistake. It could be 121, but I'm pretty sure it was 141.
121?
I'm not even putting a 121.
I'm easily.
100 is like average.
No,
I guess
okay,
a little over 100. I'm putting you there, if not a little below. And I'm being kind. If not a little below.
You know that weird bet? It's not a bet because you're in recovery. That $1,000 I'm leaving there.
Yeah.
When we do this next week, that you could just take and it has nothing to do with the bet.
Well, next week
it's down to 120. You go past 120, you get that.
If you get within 100 points, you get that money.
or we'll plug. How about this? How about we'll talk to Rich Voss's sensibility here? You get over 120 on an IQ test. We will plug the next 10 gigs you have hard on the Opie and Anthony show.
Yeah,
to the point where the audience will be just annoyed. That's not a bet.
No, okay. All right. But next week isn't the IQ. Next week is the smart off with me and Bobby.
Well, let's go to...
And Francine.
And Francine. Let's go to Dr. Jill in New York.
Smart off.
Dr. Jill, you might remember from the Opie and Anthony show, she actually checked out Bob Kelly's prostate in that bathroom.
No, that's not... No, I didn't.
Oh.
She's not fessing up to that.
How many Dr. Jills do we have listening to the show? Wasn't her name Dr. Jill? I'm stupid. All right, Dr. Jill, what do you got?
I'm a psychologist, and I would be willing to give Rich Voss an IQ test.
Do you now? From what you can hear, does he sound like a 141 candidate?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
First of all, you're a psychologist.
You had to add that nod. I was with you. Wow.
You're a step above a counselor, and you're below a psychiatrist. Another thing.
I have a PhD.
Oh, you know what? Nobody
got
cares.
a PhD. What you got, Rich?
Please, I could read 2 Bradshaw books and save 3 years of going to you. All right?
What?
A couple of Bradshaw.
John
please.
Bradshaw.
And here, I'm a psychologist. Please, you got more problems. You're probably like laying in the fetal position crying after your last patient. Another thing, okay?
Another thing. In other words, forget what I just said.
Okay.
Forget the bomb that just passed.
It wasn't a bomb. The Bradshaw line was a great line.
Wait, it wasn't a bomb, really?
The Bradshaw.
Hold on. Let's slow down a minute. It wasn't a bomb, right? Let's go to the tape and see if it was a bomb or not.
Justin snap is there. The snap. The ball is down. The kick is on its way. It's good. It's good.
Oh,
it's good. No, wait a minute. He said no good. No good. We missed it. I'm sorry. We missed it.
Yeah.
It looked like it was going so well.
We went to the tape. The instant replay is saying, yeah, it was no good.
What do you say from your experience? What does he sound like? What number would you guess?
Anthony was right. 100 is average. I'm going to say that Rich Voss is probably somewhere between 90 and 110, which is the average range.
Okay.
But you know what? You never know on this test.
You never know. See, just like how you never know because you're not going to paint yourself.
Where are we going to get the official IQ test from?
Online.
From Dr. Jill or online?
Yeah, not online.
You can't get them online. They're not real tests.
They're so bad online.
Yeah, she's got an actual test, Rich. She does this for a living.
I can administer an IQ test. I can't do it actually on air because the test is confidential. But I would be more than happy to have Rich come to my office in Westchester.
No. Wait, hold on. Why is it confidential if anyone can administer it? It's a stupid IQ test.
It's not anyone can administer it. You have to have a PhD in psychology.
No, you don't.
Yeah, we got to do it on the air. That's the beauty of this Rich Voss stupidity thing.
I can speak about the results afterwards.
Okay, as a psychologist, what do you look like?
Hold on, line.
What do you look like?
Hold on, line, because we got to move on. But we'll see. We'll get you an IQ test.
How long does it take, Toots?
Yeah, I put her back in office.
But he just took her PhD, everything she's worked for, and just shoved it in a bag of toots.
Yeah, hey, how long does it take, honey?